Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and another person was caught cheating right on camera, blatantly. In fact, so blatantly his opponent caught it in about a second. So this is some spicy cheating footage. But to set it up for those who aren't that familiar, because these videos usually get a lot of views. So starting from zero here, this was not at a Grand Prix or Pro Tour. Once upon a time, there were two companies who held GPs and Pro Tours, and it was Channel Fireball and Star City Games. Then like 1 or 2 years ago or whatever, Star City just said they're not profitable, we're not interested in doing them, let Channel Fireball do all of them. And Channel Fireball jacked up the ticket prices, attendance went down, and it's all going to crap. And then Star City Games still holds giant tournaments, they just don't call them Grand Prix. They cost like exactly the same to put on, I would think. I don't get it. So anyway, this is one of their tournaments. So it's called the SCG Open. It's this super early after release of a new set tournament that they hold. They basically try to undercut the actual Pro Tour because that used to be earlier on. So it's just an early tournament so that net deckers have something to base their builds on in the first week instead of waiting for the Pro Tour. And it gets a ton of views because of that. Oh, and also SCG is terrible. They've been accused with some sketchy evidence multiple times of price manipulation, getting advanced information from wizards, and just you name it, they've done it, just like ripping off the customers. So just basically everybody hates them. They're the evil company. I'm sure not all the rumors are true, but I'm also pretty sure none of them are true. Let's put it that way. So that's what you're watching right now is the SCG Open live stream. So let's watch a clip from Anthony DeVarty versus Abe Corrigan. This is in round 16, I believe it was. Anthony was 13 wins, 2 losses, and Abe was 12 wins, 3 losses. So he really wanted to win, like to the point where he tried, well, let's see if you can catch it. All right, so he's drawing a ton of cards off of that Octopus Hybrid Crosis thing. There we go. That's all the cards that are now in his hand. He drops a land, taps, and Assassin's Trophy.
Oh, there's Assassin's Trophy.
And
yeah, he put that back in his hand. So yeah, he's gonna have to take that out of his hand and actually put it in the graveyard.
Is he? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fix that.
Can we fix it, Bob the Builder?
I mean, it's a power move. It is. It is a power move.
Epic.
Yep. You cast that.
Yeah.
And then see, the cool thing about instants is when you cast them, they go in the graveyard.
And then also,
so that's where we're gonna put that.
And then the other cool thing is that when you cast a copy of a spell, then it's in your graveyard, so it can look.
Yeah,
to
see where it is.
But whatever.
Neat. Okay.
A lot going on here. I can understand. Want to take a moment here.
Okay.
Absolutely savage. Okay, I've boosted the audio a whole bunch. It sounds like Anthony is like talking to a judge, and it's just unbelievable. Just listen to the disgust in his voice.
Is in his hand. Okay. Then why is he confused?
So right before this clip, he can be heard saying Assassin's Trophy. He put it back in his hand. And then he says something to the effect of, no, he cast it and it's in his hand. And why is he confused? So he's calling over judge saying, hey, he Assassin's Trophy my Vivian, and he placed the card directly back into his hand. It's in his hand right now. Now he's feigning complete confusion. Why is he confused? Followed by this gem. Oh, this Assassin's Trophy? Yes, that one in your hand. Idiot, you put it back in your hand. Now it's in your graveyard. Do you see 2 copies? No. Now, of course, he didn't actually necessarily say that. The commentators were talking over that exact part, which, I mean, the commentating on this entire clip was absolute gold. I mean, we got Patrick Zero Bamboozlement Allowed Sullivan and Cedric, I will walk down to this game and slap Abe in the face with my pimp hand if the judge doesn't correct this immediately. Phillips. This is not brush it under the rug and pretend like nobody saw it and ignore the Channel Fireball, okay? This is the Patrick and Cedric Detective Agency up in here, and they ain't having this. And Anthony's just sitting there calling over the judge like, sir, Abe just broke into my house, kicked my dog, ate my sandwich in the fridge, and he's currently wearing my stolen jewelry right now in person looking at you. I mean, if you listen closely to like the very faint Anthony audio, he sounds pretty ticked off about this. But that is the tip of the iceberg compared to if it was me in this situation. If this was me, I would have been like, are we forgetting something? And as soon as Abe was like, I don't know what they're talking about, I would have stood up from the table, knocking my chair over backwards and said, drop those cards right now, or so help me God, I will pin both of your hands to the table with a knife through them and look at your hand myself. That Assassin's Trophy was supposed to go in the graveyard. Cut the crap and just take the loss, you cheating douche. The judge would come over and be like, is there a problem, sir? And I've been like, sorry, judge, I got this. I'm handling this myself. And then by that time, Abe would be freaking out and probably trying to run. And then, well, obviously this would happen.
Hey! Pinocchio! Where are you going? Gotcha, bitch!
No, seriously, at my second F&M ever after I learned how to play Magic, somebody tried to stack their deck and then not let me shuffle, basically, and I did threaten to stab their hand to the table with my knife. Because I'm not going to tolerate getting cheated against in anything, ever. So, what came of this? Well, once again, Wizards is completely not saying anything. Well, it's also not one of their sanctioned tournaments. But I heard nothing from the DCI system. There was no ban announcement, nothing. The judge present didn't appear to do anything. In fact, by the way, it was probably the judge in that previous clip saying, and why is he confused? Abe didn't seem to have an excuse, and then he drops it into his graveyard, and the judge is just like, okay. And as far as I know, nothing came of it. Absolutely ridiculous. When even the judges can't be like, what did you just do? Why did you do that? Why is it in your hand? Give me a reason within 5 seconds or you're disqualified from the entire tournament. The judges really need to grow some balls. I mean, this is pathetic. In fact, I kept watching the clip and all I saw was potentially, I mean, the audio is kind of soft. Anthony sacrifices a black memorial and makes a big show of putting it in the graveyard. I think he even probably said something like, this goes in the graveyard. And then it sounds like Abe just says, sorry. Oh, by the way, he goes to get a Chupacabra, drops it into play, boom, no more Octopus Mutant for you. About 2 turns later, by the way, Anthony ends up just blowing away the Carnage Tyrant. Abe actually drops enough toughness to protect himself and to triple block and kill the Carnage. Anthony tries to Vraska's Contempted, boom, gets negated. And then I believe he top decks another Chupacabra, which takes out one of the defenders, and that is lethal. So at least that cheating piece of garbage actually lost. I mean, I'm not even leaving this one open to, oh, maybe he forgot. No, that was cheating. That was him attempting to cheat, period. There was no logical reason for him to keep that card in his hand unless something was done or said to the judges that wasn't properly mic'd up that we couldn't hear. I mean, maybe that's why nothing happened to him. I don't know. If you actually watch like the full clip of the whole game, there's like 3 judges watching them or some guy with a headset and then another fat guy standing behind him and then like another dude sitting next to them. But that was after Anthony consulted like a judge. But so I don't know. I don't know how he didn't immediately get disqualified from the entire tournament, to be perfectly honest, let alone a game loss. So hopefully this gets a DCI review. I mean, whenever I make a video about something, it usually gets like 20, 30,000 views. So that'll put it on the radar of everyone. So hi, I'm waving at all you DCI people watching this video right now. Do your jobs and try to maintain some semblance of respect to the game at all. I mean, there's got to be something left at this point. Not much, but some. So what do you guys think of this one? Any consequences, any follow-ups that we hear about? Leave them down in the comment section. I'll pin them. And regardless of the outcome, Abe, your name is going in the title of this video, you dick. If you've got something to say in your defense or some kind of excuse why you thought that should stay in your hand, sure, leave it down below in the comment section. I read all comments. By the way, for the 100th time, to all the people who keep posting, why can't I see any comments? Because they're all held for review and I'm probably sleeping right now. Sometimes I hit publish and immediately go to sleep because it's like 3 in the damn morning. So no, you're not banned. The other 50 people aren't banned. Nobody's banned except for approximately 2,200 people are banned from my channel, which mathematically, by the way, works out to 5% of the viewers. Seems low to me. So like I said, hopefully Abe never gets to play Magic again. That would be great if you ever go up against him at any tournament at all. Watch him real carefully. In fact, if you just want to throw him off, just say, hey, I saw that clip on Twitch of you trying to cheat right in front of a judge and right in front of Anthony DeVarty. Try it again. I dare ya. Yeah, his heart will be pumping a little harder for that entire game. So anyway, hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss more reports of more people cheating. There's going to be plenty of them. This is Magic we're talking about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.